Okay, so that's new. All right, people, I want to do a quick little update for 2025, and I'm just going to show some things that I'm working on. So, I'm going to be showing more of this guy. This is this pvs-18 digital unit that I've done some work on, seeing if I can improve the performance on it. I found out a bunch of things that's wrong with it. Now, here's the thing. I'm not recommending you buy this one. I'm only trying to give people solutions if they already purchased one of these. If I'm going to buy something like on the cheaper end of digital, I would buy this one. I really like this one. This works good. It has really good low light performance without the IR illuminator. I've showed video on it. You don't have any issues with seeing in the dark. This is the one I would purchase. However, if you have this one, I'm trying to work on different things that you can do to improve it. And I've done improvements on it. And that's what I'm going to go over probably later in some more videos on it. I'm trying to give you like a budget friendly, not budget, that's not the word. I'll just go out and say it. Night vision for poor people. How about that? Because nobody seems to ever give you any solutions if you're on the lower end of, I guess, the financial areas. You're trying to see something at night. Normally, people who cater to night vision, they're gatekeeping and they're telling you save your money. If you could save the money to buy one of these like analog, you would be doing it. You're just buying digital because you probably don't have the money. Now, here's something else too. I wouldn't even buy analog if I don't have a whole bunch of money. I would buy the thermal units. I believe it's, what is it, ATN. They make a thermal unit for around 600 bucks. The thermal is superior to analog anyway. I wouldn't even waste my time buying an analog. I would just buy a thermal and be done with it. Hey, how you doing? Because some of the thermal, but I think ATN is an American company. Some of the Chinese thermals are out there. You can probably get them a little cheaper, but I hadn't really played around with any, so I'm not going to recommend anything that I haven't used myself personally. So obviously this is the toy one, but this thing here isn't really any different than the one they sell on Amazon, which is the one that has the single monocular or dual monoculars on it. You see it on Amazon for around, what is it, 200 bucks or something like that. That's not this one, obviously. This is just a toy one, but they're about the same quality. Actually, this picture and this, even though this is a toy, really isn't that bad. The problem with this is the problem with most of these things. It has a crappy lens. And that's the issue with this guy. We all know that the PVS 18s, PVS 14s, we all know that they're pretty much junk. And this thing has its issues with it. Um I have noticed though, once I did the modifications to it, I've gotten a lot of hey, how you doing? I've gotten a lot more better performance out of it. So one thing that I've noticed on here, I broke this piece here that I had to glue on here just for testing because it's the wrong size. The thread on here is a 32 millimeter, not a 28 millimeter or 22 millimeter like this one. But once I put the iris on here, I took the lens out and I painted the edge of the lens to stop the flaring of the light coming in that I don't want. It actually did pretty good. Also built this better reflector for the IR illuminator. It gave it decent performance. And I mean, it's where that, I want to say maybe what, 25 yards away at night, you can see with it. You even can see without the illuminator. One of the reasons that this thing is kind of bad is the lenses in here. I don't actually think the sensor in here is not even probably that bad. It's probably the lenses. Once I took that lens and I coated it, the edge of it, so that it wouldn't get all the flaring from light that I don't want, it actually did pretty good. Another issue, this thing here is metal, so it's all shiny inside. So that's just a lot of hassle with trying to see in the dark. One thing that I did notice, if you use one of these vampire lights, and this is a clone of one, but it still works pretty good. I'm going to show some more videos on this later on. It does pretty good with that. So if you don't care about having the IR light on, then you can get pretty decent performance in it. The other thing that I've got was one of these clones too, to play around with it. I just got it for the IR light, something cheap that I could put on my handgun that has an IR light. So once I do all that, I'm just going to play around with this and make some more videos on it, showing you guys what kind of performance you can get out of them if you already purchased one of these. I wouldn't buy this. Like I said, I bought it so that you don't have to. So if you go out and buy one, I know they look cool and all, but I wouldn't buy one. But if you do have one, I have a solution for you on getting better performance out of it. But that's pretty much all I want to go over. Just an update for 2025. These, like I said, the thing I don't really like about it is it's glue whenever they make it. So I'll go over this. I'm going to go over this again briefly, but the main issue with this thing here is that whenever they assemble them in China, they're real dirty. Like if you look at the manufacturing video on this one, it's just done in look like somebody's apartment. But it's not like a clean room. They're not wearing any clothing that would kind of less lint or dust some of the different clothing you usually see people assembling, like a Tyvek doesn't give off a lot of dust, or you don't see them wearing any hair nets, and you see them just cleaning the lenses and handling them with their bare fingers. That's what's going on with this. It's really dirty. When I took this thing apart, the only thing I could really get out of here was the first lens. It's just full of dust. And all that dust and dirt affects the performance. And if it's being assembled like a bunch of them like that, they're going to be crappy. You might be able to get by one off like that, or making one for yourself. It may not matter, but if you're making hundreds of them and they're dirty, you're going to have issues with it. But that's pretty much it, though. I'll go over it again, like I said, and I'll show how you can upgrade it and, make your illuminator shine better by putting a reflector on it. But it's just some, like I said, a little update I want to do for 2025. I'm also going to show what else did Junior get for his pistol. He got the Streamlight, and then he got the Defender CCW for his Glock. What is it? 43X. So we'll get some range time with that eventually. So since I'm doing a live stream, I have to use this as a stand-in since I can't use real firearms. I have to use something that's obviously a toy. So This is obviously a toy, so don't kill my stream. But and the reason why I use this as a stand-in, this is the only way I can show any type of firearm, anything legally and stay in YouTube's guidelines, because this is obviously a toy. See, it's not even a barrel. But anyway, he had the new Streamlight, which pretty much is what this thing here is supposed to be, a Streamlight. So I just use this stuff as a stand-in whenever I want to talk about it. So that's why you see me with the toy, because that's the only thing I can use and stay within YouTube guidelines. And also too, if I want to talk about my shotgun, which is that shotgun right there, but I can't hold it because of YouTube guidelines. So I'll use this as a stand-in. So when you see videos later on and I'm using the toys, that's the reason for it, because I don't want my stream taken down. But that's pretty much it for 2025. I'm going to show some more things. Like I said, we'll get back to the range. The weather's kind of been here bad where I live, and then that and other things I have to do. Just life, you know. And also, too, I had Junior had drill, so I've been dealing with that. So once he's through with drill and all that, since he's through, we're going to make some more videos. So thanks for watching my stream. And hope your 2025 is good. And I'll see you guys later.